Hey there, welcome to the One Brain Four Wheels channel. It's the Gear Bear here like always, and today's video is something I've been owing you guys for a while now, and that's an update on the Corvette's transmission issue that I talked about I think 2 videos ago or so. But yeah, so let's go ahead. I think it's very fitting that maybe we should probably take the Corvette today, right? Since we're talking about it and all. And so I can kind of show you guys, that it's fixed. So let's go ahead and hop in that car and I will talk more about this issue and how it was resolved. Ugh, I just looked at the footage. This makes me look evil or something. It's like, good, evil. But anyhow, back to the car. Cold start. Ooh, that sounds real good. That sounds nice. I do miss driving this car sometimes. But yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll go to one of my normal driving spots and we can talk more about the car. Say goodbye to, let's see, parking brake off. We'll say goodbye to Chloe over there. But yeah, so we decided to call the Eldorado Chloe because of that big booty, just like the Kardashian. Yeah, I think that's pretty fitting. That was my mom's idea, actually. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this car now. Oh man, I forgot what it feels like to drive a car with more than 180 horsepower, and the Corvette definitely has more than that. This is awesome. Just going from the Eldorado to this car, obviously there's a lot of differences. Namely, you probably can barely hear me when the engine's revving right now. But just like the feel of the car, that car is so, it floats like, if you haven't driven a car that old before, then you won't know, but it drives like, it's not even on the same planet as my Suburban. It's just so, you're so disconnected from the road. Where this one, as soon as I got in the car, like steering, that is completely different. And I love the feel of this steering wheel. When I'm driving the Eldorado, like it's cool because it's got that really thin steering wheel and it feels like very like old school and whatnot. Oh, I got a call. Anyhow, where was I before I was rudely interrupted by my family? Yeah, the feeling of this car is just so crazy, and the steering wheel on this guy is so thick and chunky, and you don't even really, I probably noticed it when I bought the car originally, but I don't really notice it on a daily driving aspect. But going from that really like ginormous, it's like the wheel on like a ship or something in that Eldorado, and it's very thin, and then going to this, like, having that Eldorado, not that I don't appreciate this car on a daily basis already, because I can't believe I own this car at only, I think I bought it like 23, so like that's pretty insane to me. But it just makes me, I love all my cars, but it makes me appreciate how this one feels and how quality crafted and just everything about it. Having cars that are so dissimilar from each other. Yes, I mean, I love this car. Yeah, it's just funny, I'm not really even wanting to make the video about a comparison of my cars right now. But just having driven the Eldorado for a solid week in the Bay Area, now I'm back up here in the foothills, and go. Sorry, there's a car pulling in front of me. But yeah, I think this is kind of a unique opportunity, having driven the Eldorado for a whole week now, and then driving this one, just highlights so heavily the differences between the cars and how this one feels. And it's just, yeah, I love this, man. You should definitely, if you're getting bored of your Corvette, go drive something else for a while and then get back in your Corvette, and you won't. Let's do a little 0 to 60 action. So 4.8 seconds isn't bad, 0 to 60, considering it has been raining here, so the roads are a little damp. So, that's gonna kind of eat away at our traction a little bit. And, also, I'm in sport mode, so I'm not sure if that really has the optimal shifting for getting the best speed. So, yeah, I'll take that. I think it's pretty good. It's a wet 0 to 60 time, so, there's a little bit of moisture on the road, as you guys can see. It's getting sunny now, but, still wet. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and talk about what you guys clicked on this video to see, and that is the resolution of my automatic transmission issue I'm having in the Corvette, or I had in the Corvette. It's fixed now. It's very simple. So just to kind of recap, what the issue was whenever I would shift from park or reverse into drive, many times it was not dependent on what time of the day it was. It did seem to get better after driving the car for a while, but that's besides the point. It was still an issue. But yeah, so when I would shift from park reverse into drive, many times there was quite a bit of a delay before it would actually engage drive. And then when it would engage after, a couple seconds, you could actually feel it kind of clunk into gear. And then kind of a side issue that I'm not really sure, I guess it was related, because this ended up being a software issue, was that shifting from 1 to 2, first to second gear, there would be kind of a hard clunkiness to it, that, you know, it wasn't like that bad, but you could definitely feel it when you were driving, and it definitely nothing that you should be expecting from a car of this caliber. So what the solution to the problem ended up being was taking it to the dealer, because it was still under warranty, and I'll kind of read off what their little thing here says. But basically, they went ahead and flashed the TCM, which is the transmission control module that controls all the shifting for an automatic transmission. And they went ahead, so they flashed it, and then they put in some new software, so I guess there was an update. And then they took it around a little bit just to make sure it confirmed that it worked, and it did. It shifts totally fine now. Yeah, so I'll kind of just go through what they said. So yeah, they reprogrammed and set up the TCM. They kind of mentioned what I was talking about. They verified that was hesitating, shifting into gear. There was no code. That's very important. There was no check engine light code or any like error message popping up on the driver information center. Yeah, so and when they ran the OBD2 check thing, no codes were coming up. Let's see, check for TCM updates and have new calibration. So they calibrated the TCM, then reprogrammed the TCM. Let's see, they set it up, they checked operation, and now there's no longer hesitation from reverse to drive, and shifts are not as harsh. And after driving it for a little bit now, I can confirm that the shifts are not harsh anymore. I know the Corvette kid, you were kind of saying that you've also had this issue, the 1 to 2 hard shift. This worked, and it's totally under warranty, and it's extremely quick. They can do it in a day. It took a little longer for me just because their Corvette guy was kind of overbooked for a while, and then he was out, so it was a little bit of a delay getting my car actually serviced. But when they actually got it in, it was literally like a couple hours. I just did it while I was at work, and then I walked back to the dealership because it's really close. But yeah, so definitely if you guys are having any transmission shifting issues, that 1 to 2 shift thing, definitely take it to your dealer and have them look at it, because this is an easy starting point anyways. Like I said in my last video talking about this issue, some people have actually needed new transmissions, or they'll put in like some type of like check valve to keep fluid from flowing into a spot that it shouldn't be, I guess. But I kind of think as things like that is something like, let's do that after we do something simple. And I think the dealers probably do that as well most of the time. So people that are having those issues and having the transmissions changed, I'm sure they've gone through this process as well, because GM's not just going to be popping out new transmissions for free for 1 million people or whatever. They don't make 1 million of these cars, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so yeah, very simple solution, and I'm happy. And I will go ahead and update you guys if I see any problems coming back. But so far, you know, I haven't actually been driving this car very much, because I drove the Suburban after this got fixed, and then I got the Eldorado, so I've been kind of driving that a little bit. But I am going to drive this for the whole next week after this, so that'll give it a really good test to confirm for sure that it's working good, and then only time will tell. But I hope this helped you guys out. If you're having this issue, then, you know, you can use my experience to kind of go ahead and say, hey, dealer, you know, other people have said maybe we could reprogram this. What do you think? And then they should do it. My dealer, Concord Chevrolet, I don't know if that shows up here, but Concord Chevrolet, they are very good. They are right next to my work in California. But yeah, they're way better than my hometown dealership for sure. Definitely, yeah, check them out if you are in the Bay Area. They are very nice. And very thorough. But yeah, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And if you guys are having the same issue that I was having with your transmission, then I hope this kind of gives you an idea of your course of action of what you could do to help, you know, resolve that issue. If it was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel One Brain Four Wheels if you want to see more videos on this C7 Corvette I've got, or my 2003 Suburban, or now the 77 Eldorado, or you just want to see more car stuff. And please leave comments below if you've had transmission issues, and if you've tried this and didn't work, then what happened for you. That'd be very helpful, I think, for other people that are probably going to be watching this video. And also leave a comment below on what you guys would like to see next on the channel. You know, I always say in my below in the description to go ahead and tell me, you know, things you guys want to see and stuff. But I want ideas. This channel is just as much mine as it is yours. I used to say that in my videos all the time, but you know, I'm gonna get back to that. But really, yeah, stuff that you guys want to see. You know, more. It doesn't always have to be how-to stuff. It could be other things too. Please let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and for subscribing. I appreciate it. I think I'm at 245 right now, so that's pretty good. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, take care, and I will see you guys next time.